Hi, welcome to your practice. This will be a tone and twist vinyasa practice. So we'll start on our backs. Rolling down, bring your knees to your chest. Hug your knees in, just starting to stretch out through your back, rocking from side to side, smoothing everything out. And release the legs long on the mat. Stretch the arms overhead. We'll come into a banana pose. So we'll bring the right foot out to the corner of the mat. And we'll bring the left foot on top, crossing ankles. We'll bring the left hand to grab the right wrist. So our entire body is arcing to the right in this reclined lateral bend, banana pose, bending to the right. Taking some nice breaths here, breathing into your left side body. And we'll switch sides. Left foot to the bottom left corner of the mat. Cross the right ankle over top. And then we'll stretch the upper body over. Right hand reaches for the left wrist. Lateral bend to the left. Steady breaths in and out. Just waking up our breathing. And we'll come back to center. Bring the feet flat on the mat. Palms down. Move into a bridge prep. And we'll tuck the tailbone under, sucking the belly in. And then rising up, push up from the hips really slowly, guiding the hips up. And then returning back down. Let the spine return to neutral. Breath in. Breath out, tuck the tailbone, press the hips. Breath in at the top. Breath out, release. Back touches down. Tilt the hips forward. Breath in. Breath out. Tuck the tailbone, press up. Breath in at the top. Breath out, release. Lower back touches. Hips tilt forward. Breath in. 2 more of these on your breath. And release. Moving into reclined butterfly. Knees fall wide, feet touching. Rock the knees from side to side, flapping your butterfly wings a little bit just to open up the hips. You can bring your hands to your hip points. Encourage that gentle rocking from side to side. We'll bring the knees together. Falling over to the left side. Recline twist. Stretching the upper body open to the right. Changing sides. Knees come through center. And then falling over to the right side. Upper body twisting to the left. Coming back through center. Move into fish pose, waking up through the upper spine. So bring your hands directly under your sacrum. We'll bring the legs long on the mat. We'll start to lift our upper body Just rocking from side to side until you can get your forearms flat on the floor, elbows directly under your shoulders at a 90-degree angle. Once you feel secure in your foundation, you can start to let your head fall back, opening through your heart center. Fish pose. One more breath. And release down. Hug your knees to your chest. See if this pose feels any different after that movement that we've brought to the spine. And then let your feet fall flat on the floor. We'll tuck the tailbone, pulling the spine to the floor. Belly pulls down. Extend the right leg at a 45-degree angle. Toes pointed. And we'll start to lower the leg towards the mat, barely grazing. And then up, returning back to that 45-degree angle. Very slow, controlled movement. Checking in with all of the points of focus. Lower spine pulling down towards the mat. Belly pulling down. Nice strong core. Toes are pointed, engaging the muscles. The right leg. Controlled, slow movements, really challenging all these muscles. 2 more. Release the right leg to the mat, changing sides. Taking a cleansing breath first. Breath in through your nose. Breath out. Tailbone tucks. Belly pulls down. Lift the left leg. 45-degree angle. Point the toes. And then let the heel fall towards the floor. Lift. Lift. We'll go through 10 of these. That's 3, 4, 5. Controlled movements. One more. And release. Feet wide on the mat. Knees touching. Constructive rest pose. Let your hands rest on your belly. Still just waking up the body for today's practice. Wake up the core with one more exercise. Stretch long, full body stretch first. Toes point, fingers stretch. And then bring the hands behind the head. Breath in. Pull the belly down, curling the head up. Now in this new shape, pointing the toes, we'll move through the same movements of the legs. So 10 of these pulses on the right side. Keeping your head lifted, a little bit more challenging. And changing sides, going right into the left side. Five more. And release. One final squeeze, hug in. And then rocking front to back. Coming up to tabletop pose, hands and knees. Drop your belly, cow, inhale. Rounding into cat, exhale. Breath in, cow. Breath out, cat. In, out. One more, in, out. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Stretching long and strong. Focus in on your breath. Slowing down the inhales and exhales. Bend your knees, look to the top. Step and fold at the top of your mat. Ragdoll forward fold. Bring your hands to opposite elbow creases. Let your upper body hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Step back to plank and hold. Pulling the belly up towards the spine. Squeezing the legs. Actively pressing down through your hands. Squeezing your shoulders away from your hands. Squeeze the quadriceps, the glutes. One more breath. And lower down. Inhale to cobra. Wait for the breath out. Inhale. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Open dog, stack the hips, opening to the right. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose crunch forward. Inhale, kick. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, kick. Exhale, crunch. Two more, moving on the breath. Lift. Bring the right foot back down to the mat. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, open dog, stacking your hips, opening to the left. Square the shoulders and the chest towards the mat while opening the hips to the left side. Check in with your neck, check in with your shoulders for any tension. Pressing your right heel down towards the mat. Inhale. Extend your leg. Exhale, crunch, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Crunch. Three more. Inhale, lift. And release. Bend your knees, look to the top. Step and fold, top of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, right hand reaches for the left wrist. Lateral bend to the right side. And back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, lateral bend to the left. And release to center. Stretch the hands up. Inhale. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank, hold for the count of 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, open dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step forward, low lunge, left knee down. Inhale the arms up. Stay for a breath. Inhale, stretch high. Exhale your hands through heart center, shifting forward, prayer twist to the right. Left elbow hooks the outside of the right knee. And release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, open dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, stepping forward, low lunge. Hands sweep high, stay for the breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center, prayer twist to the left. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Then drop the knees, coming into tabletop. Bring the right toes to the back of the mat, right leg long. And keeping the toes pointed down with this flexed foot position, we'll start to raise the right leg. Coming past parallel, raise it as high as you can, and then lower the foot towards the mat. Lift, lower. 3 more. We'll change sides. Left toes to the back of the mat. Foot is flexed, lifting the left leg nice and slow. Feel your core muscles working, your back muscles, your arms supporting you, hamstrings and quads working as your leg moves up and down. Then release, right toes to the back of the mat. This time we'll point the toes. And we'll lift the leg. Same movement. Just feeling how this different foot position changes the muscular engagement slightly. One more. Changing sides. Left leg back, point the toes. Start to lift. 3, 4, 5. Release. One more set. This time, with the bent knee, we'll bring the leg straight up. Toes are pointed up to the sky. Keep that leg bent, and then we'll just pulse the toes straight up. Move through 15 of these pulses. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Changing sides. Bend in the left knee. Toes point up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the belly pulling in, protecting the back. 5 more. And release. release. We'll slide the knees back a little bit farther, setting up for modified push-ups. So we want our shoulders stacked over the elbows, stacked over the wrists. Flat back. And then we'll begin to lower down. You're looking for a 90-degree angle in the elbow. Press it up. Squeezing the belly towards the spine. Two more slow push-ups. And release. We'll stretch back into puppy pose. Arms long, forehead down. Release through tabletop, pressing up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Stay here, and then pulse up to the tippy toes of your left foot. Heels down, lift, down, lift. Keep pulsing in this medium tempo. 5 more. And release. Inhale, exhale, step forward, runner's lunge, back knee stays lifted. Going long through the spine. And release the left hand down to the mat. Opening dragonfly twist. And wrapping that right arm into a half bind. Resting your forearm against your lower back. Actively press the arm against your back, encouraging your chest to rotate up towards the sky. We'll release the hand down, press to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. We'll pulse up onto the tippy toes of the right foot. Down, up, down. Move through 10 of these. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, runner's lunge. Breath in, breath out. Right hand down. Inhale the left arm up to the sky into dragonfly twist. And then moving into the half bind. Left arm wraps around your back, spinning your chest open. Your legs are strong under you. Your right arm supporting. Release the left hand to the mat. Press back downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top, bend your knees. Exhale, step and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping to chair pose. Sink down. Moving into an open arm twist to the right. Spread your wings wide. Breathing in and out through your nose, steady breaths. Inhale the arms up. Straighten your legs, reach high. Hands through heart center, forward fold. These fingers reach for your big toes. Inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet back to shoulder width distance if they were wider. Inhale to chair pose. And then open arm twist to the left side. Arms spread wide. Sinking down. Inhaling tall through the spine. Exhaling into the twist. One more breath. Inhale the arms up, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Feet step onto your hands. Toes trying to find your wrists. You can bend your knees and then pull yourself in gorilla pose. Bend your knees as much as you need to make this comfortable. Release. Bend your knees. Roll up to standing. Close your eyes, mountain pose. Open your eyes. Turn and face the side of your mat. We'll step the feet wide. Arms out. We'll pivot the right toes. Shifting into warrior two to the right side. Move your feet until you settle in 90-degree angle in the right knee. Moving into extended side angle. Right forearm to the right knee. Left arm stretches up and over. And moving into the half bind, left arm wraps around the lower back. One more breath. And release. Coming back up to standing. Right toes pivot in. Left toes pivot out. Warrior two, left side. Stabilizing and shifting into extended side angle. Left forearm to left knee. Right arm stretches up and over. And right arm wraps around behind, coming into the half bind. One more breath. And then release. Coming back through center. Toes out, heels in, hands to heart center. Sinking down into horse pose. Coming up to the tippy toes. Arms stretching into cactus. Spread the fingers wide. Hold here. Tailbone tucking under, belly pulling up. Strong legs, strong arms, strong back, strong core. Shoulders moving down away from the ears, all through the neck, tall through the crown of the head. One more breath. And release, stretch up and out, star pose. And then fold, prasarita, wide-legged straddle pose. Hands to hips, bend your knees with a flat back, come up to standing. Step the feet together. Mountain pose. Reset. And we'll step to the middle of the mat. We'll be playing with side chair. So to set up for this, we'll come into a chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center, coming into your prayer position. And we'll start to move into our prayer twist, just like we normally would. You can stay here if this is plenty for you. Or you can start to bring your palms towards the mat. You're setting up about shoulder width apart. You're in this little squat position. And then you'll anchor the outside of your right knee onto the tricep on your left arm. And then just begin to shift towards your hands, shifting your weight over your hands. You can stay here in this side chair prep, or you can begin to anchor your right hip onto your right tricep. Play with just lifting your tippy toes, and then lift your feet off the floor, coming into side chair. And then release. Rise all the way up, high mountain, reset. Mountain pose, shake it out. That was a really challenging pose. So whatever happens on that side or the second side, just play. One side might feel very different than the other. And what I've discovered is it has to do with how deep you can move into the twist on either side. So I can twist more deeply to my right side. So moving into side chair on the right is easier for me. The left side is still a challenge, still working on it. So just play wherever you're at today. Let's try it. We'll start in chair pose. Stabilize here. Hands come to heart center. Moving into the chair twist to the left, just to explore how much mobility you have twisting to that side. Then we'll start to bring our hands towards the mat. First step is anchoring the left tricep onto the outside of your left knee. Then we'll start to shift our weight, playing here. If that's enough, that's great. If you can start to anchor your left tricep onto your hip, you might have enough stability to lift your feet. Just play. And then release when you're ready. Stand all the way up and shake it out. All right, wherever you're at today, I hope that was a fun challenge. We'll stretch the arms up, then forward fold. Let the head hang, tick-tock your body from side to side. Bend the knees, coming into a seat. Facing the long edge of your mat, we'll spread the legs wide. Moving into a seated straddle. Use your arm strength to help you pull your spine nice and tall. Little micro bend in your knees. Feet are flexed, toes pointing up. Begin to pull yourself forward. When you can't bend any longer with a flat back, you can start to stretch the arms forward and then let your head hang. Coming back up. Swivel the upper body to face over your right leg. And then fold, reaching for your right foot. Switching sides. Turn the body over the left leg. Fold in, reaching for your left foot. Coming back to center. We'll bend the left leg. Bring your left foot to your right thigh. And then we'll start to open our chest towards that left bent leg. Let the right hand start to fall towards the right foot. And then we'll stretch the left arm up and over, coming into this side bend. Regulate your breathing, coming into this cool down. Breathing in and out through your nose. Back through center, changing sides. Right knee bends, left leg out. Turn the body open towards the right leg. Moving into this side bend. Right arm up and over. And release. Bring your feet together. Butterfly pose. Using your hands to pull against your ankles and shins. Grow tall through the spine. Start to shift forward. And then let your head hang last. Breathing into your back body. Coming back up. Move into a seated twist. We'll bring the left leg bent on the floor. And then we'll step the right foot over that left knee. Fingertips are tented, growing tall through your spine. Lift the left arm up to the sky, and then reach around your right leg. Pulling yourself into the seated twist, gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale, tall through your spine. Exhale, deeper into the twist. Then release, changing sides. Right leg bent under you. Left foot steps over. Shift until you find neutral position in your sits bones. Right arm stretches up. And then wrapping around your left leg. Gazing over your left shoulder. Release. Your feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Wrap your arms around your legs. Hug yourself in tight. And then we'll turn to face the top of the mat. Coming onto your back. Reach for your feet, happy baby. Big breath in, side away. Let your legs fall along on the mat. Arms rest to either side. Breath in through your nose. And release. Shavasana. Inhale. Exhale, roll over to one side, pressing up into a seat. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.